Hi guys, Gaming Bear here. Right, today we're looking at the Krasny Krym. I'm giggling because on the forums it's saying coming out free on the Russian server, and the second thing that they're calling it the Krusty Kreme. So yeah, so I'll see very soon. It's 3:30 in the morning. Probably about 5:30. There's going to be an update, and it may be given away on the Russian server. So I'll let you know immediately if it's coming out in a few hours' time, and then it'll be followed by a review of the ship, see if it's worth getting as a package, and giving you full details of the ship. So bear with me. Hi guys, right, okay, now we're back. So this is it. This is the Russian account, and no free ships. So current time there are no free ships. It may happen, but it's not something that's happened yet. So I'm now going to purchase the ship and have a look at it on the EU. So I'll carry on with that review in a moment. Okay, we're back on the EU. We've got two options for the Krusty Kreme and the Krasny Krym. That okay, the first one, the ultimate. What you get is 4,850 doubloons, a couple of signals, and so for £25 £11 or €29 99. So 10% off. Well, I still don't understand. How can it be 10% off when maybe they talk about the signals? Signals have been on sale, but this has never been on sale before. So how can you have 10% off the cost of a ship which has never been on sale before? So this is the one package. The next package is the Supreme one, where you get the 8,350 doubloons, 30 days of preview, which is quite a nice deal, and a lot of modifications, control equipment, and a lot of flags. So for £41.86 or $49.99, €49.99. I'm used to being on the NA, and so this is the second option, which is the Supreme. So which package, if either, is worth it? So I'm going to do a review of that. So bear with me. I'm going to carry on, have a look at the ship, and see what the ship needs, how good it is, and where it fits, and whether it's one to get for you. So bear with me and we'll carry on with that. Okay, we've just bought it. Let's get into the account and so see it for the first time. See exactly what what this ship is like. So I believe it's it's a sister ship to the Svetlana, which is a very good ship at tier 4. So which helped with the, I believe it's Sevastopol. Getting the guards units away from there, then actually helping with a mini invasion, which generally didn't turn out too well for the soldiers, but it was a good attempt by Stalin against the Nazi forces. So the ship itself did an amazing job under fire and was awarded the Guards flag. So yep, so I've gone for the larger package, but you don't have to do that. So what we're going to do, we're going to test out the first one. So let's have a look. Tier 5 premiums. And there we go. Let's have a look at this ship for the first time. Nice looking ship. That's a nice impression. So what we're going to do is have a quick look. So this is what you will see when you're facing it. It looks like a proper ship, you know. Very, very nice. And the star on the front, very, very neat. Very, very neat indeed. So tier 5 cruiser with a nice selection of guns. So let's compare with the Svetlana. Where are you, Svetlana? For me, actually, you can tell immediately the difference. There's a lot less superstructure with this. So we'll put them side by side. So let's have a look. Okay, let's check out the details on Svetlana and then compare it to its sister ship. You can see the gun layouts are very similar. Now let's get back. So main firing range 10.2 kilometers, 1,530s. So let's have a look. 13.5 kilometers, the same main guns, secondaries very similar, and immediately you can see the difference in the superstructure and what's there. So that's to guide the main firing batteries. So that additional 3 kilometers of range, very, very neat. So maximum speed 29, turning circle 590, rudder shift time 7.2, so very mobile by the look of this. Torpedo range 3.7 kilometers, 65 knots. Rubbish. 2 triple 533 mil tubes. So the secondaries, let's have a look, go at 4 kilometers, 6% chance of fire, which isn't the greatest, but you have, let's have a look. Can they be used for AA defense as well? Yes, they can. So so the guns themselves, 27 points at tier 6 is okay. Tier 5 is okay. And let's have a look. Standard AAs go out to 1.2, 1.2, 3.2, which is pretty nice. That's very useful. And these go out to 4. So a very nice anti-air coverage from this cruiser. The stealth ability, let's have a look. Let's check out the concealment. Detection 13.2 and detectability by 6. So it can be detected at 13.3 and the guns can fire at 13.5. Now that's why they have on the specials. Let's have a look. That's it, aiming system. That will improve things. So this is what they say. I actually have one already, even though I've just purchased it. Let's have a look. The maximum dispersion is improved. So let's check out the next upgrade. So that's what they're saying that this really needs is more accuracy at range. So it's got that 0.2 kilometer area that it can work in undetected, but it's got to be close to use the torpedoes. So you've got these 1530 mils, which can, if you can work within that 0.2 kilometer range, that's the sweet spot for this ship. So let's get a commander in, and from another ship. Let's put him from my Gremiashi. Come on. I need more reserves. Bear with me a second. Okay, let's expand those reserves. Okay, yes, 100 gold and additional 4 places. Now, keeping him in case I'm going to check the histories and make sure that I'm not ditching the commander of the Krasny Krym. So, from other ships, let's plonk him in. Yes, better commander in, and head back to port. So we know what we're going to do, and we'll get straight in with the first game without any equipment, and we'll see what this is like, which is going to be the equivalent of the standard package. Can you work within that 0.2 kilometers? Is the accuracy good enough? According to Wargaming, with the expanded package, it's not good enough. So we'll work with both options. So we'll see what it's like with the standard out of the box Krasny, and then work out whether it's well. So this looks quite good. Let's have a what mission we're on. Solomon Islands. Quite a nice position, top tier. So we know the range that we can work at, and I think it looks quite manoeuvrable. Good anti-air. So the couple of so we need to initially protect the heavier ships from fighters, bombers, torpedoes, that sort of thing. Initially, as we've got a couple of nice cruisers, which are going to be a problem. So try to stay at range, deal with their destroyers, and then work with them. Now with the sonar, anti-sonar extra, which is on the second one, which I haven't put on. So I've done, which is something that's the they seem to want on this as the expanded setup. So there could be issues with... Look at all those guns bristling. Oh my goodness. Wow. Whoa. First impression, I've got chills. Just the way this looks. You just don't expect it. You look at the back of that ship, all of those guns swinging around. Wow. Yeah. I do like... I get a nice feeling about this ship already. So, battleship to protect. Where are the carriers going? Planes heading out that way. I'm going to move towards sea, working with this destroyer. The guns, how quickly are they turning? The main gun at the top at the front isn't turning. Why isn't it turning? That gun isn't turning. Maybe it's just a pretend gun. It says that you can see on the picture that it's turned, but actually in the graphic it hasn't turned. Interesting. I've never seen that before on any of the warship models. That it's not turning. So we'll try from range. Planes incoming, and torpedo bombers. Range 13 kilometers. So we've got that 4 kilometer range thing. So we'll head towards the fighters, their fighters and bombers. We'll see what this is like. I want to see if this is much of a fighter killer as I have a feeling it will be. They're circling around the edge of the map. Been detected. So now I would expect them to be focusing fire on me. There we go. We're coming up to 4 or 5 kilometers. The guns will be starting very soon. Don't go in straight lines. Shots out. They're being taken down already. Like I had a fear, let's follow them in towards, because they're going in hunting our aircraft carrier. So if I head directly towards the aircraft carrier, I'll circumvent them and hopefully get there first. Well, not first, but be there around about the same time and get ready to intercept them. So we've taken one down, damaged one, which will help. Hopefully, I've given our carriers enough warning that they were coming so they could get the fighters back. So, that was the intention. Act as... Oh, we're under fire. Dodge. 8 to 9 kilometers. Let's check out... Haven't even fired a shot yet. I've just been doing the anti...
Torpedoes to starboard.
The gun's not as accurate as I was... Well, my aiming was not as good as I would have wanted. Get the right range. Very, very good. The ship is very good. I'm not very good with it.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Very good turning. If they'd been in range, this would have dodged it. Let's get out to that 13-kilometer rate thing. It's got the boosts. We're being hunted by the submarines. Everyone else has gone the other way. Let's check out the speed, see what it's like. Very, very... Let's put him off hunting us. Let's walk those shots in. Yeah, you stop following us, dude. When they do hit, the guns are very good. Do feel strong, you know. They thought, oh, let's have a go. Sorry, come on if you think you're hard enough, and they weren't hard enough. So this is the standard one. I can see what they mean about the guns needing the accuracy. The firing ability of this is quite useful while you're heading away. The accuracy could be better. He's out of range. So we saw him off. So while we're moving... So we now change and start bringing fire on this guy. Let's slow it down to make it more accurate. So coming in to close on them, to make it more... I see that the accuracy of the guns could be better. Slowing down. Yeah, the accuracy is just slightly off. But the firing ability of this is very, very useful. Turning. Yes. It's very, very functional. Yeah, we're being damaged. He's going down. He is going down. Yeah. So we took some damage.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
Next. Look at the fire this can put out. The accuracy is an issue, but it's good enough. You don't need to... I'm sure it would help. Oh yeah, he doesn't really want to be there. Next. This is a really nice... It feels really good. The rest of the team weren't so good, but the way this feels is really good. Let's have a look at the post-game stats. So I'm going to stop this the recording now. Head back. Oh, let's just head back. Right. Okay, so the feeling about this ship, you've got an awful lot of firepower. You need the repair kits. You need to be able to deal with things. You need the mobility. When you're immobile, you're dead in the water. The guns are very good. Apart from that slight... Let's have a look at the accuracy of the main battery. Dispersion... Let's have a look. Main guns, dispersion. Where is it? Oh, there's the ship. Cool. Oh. Let's have a look at the details. 136,929 experience on a loss. Let's have a look. Third, 1 kill. Sorry, fourth with one kill. So it was okay. You can see. Look at that. You can see the limitations. It helps with the rest of the how the rest of the team do. Okay. So let's put those modifications on. So I'm sure those guns did move. They're not just there for show, are they? That's just... Actually, they are. It is just there for show. This looks fantastic, and that is just a bit of baloney. Yeah. Okay, yes. Modules for the second game. Wow, okay. So, less chance of being incapacitated. Secondaries, modification mod. So we'll go for that. Second one, aiming system is what they say that it needs, so we'll put that on. And the third, definitely need the damage control. So let's check it in its second permutation. So let's get straight into a battle and see what we can do. So we know how it works. It's got to be able to control that that damage with those damage parties. Haven't even put a flag on. So you can put those flags on, but I want to show you what it's like without flags, without anything, in its naked form, just with a basic ship. Now the flags improve things even better. So here we are in a higher tier game. So we know what we're facing. Our guns are slightly more accurate. We're in sort of a scout role. There are no carriers, so we don't have to be in a anti-plane role. And you saw that it wasn't quite fast enough to be able to chase down those planes before they got to our carriers, which was an issue. So that's one thing. It's not, but the rest of it, the guns, the way they feel, the firepower is very, very nice. So I think we took out another. I didn't check. I think it was another tier 5. So took down one tier 5. We're working on the second one before we got taken down. So it's really it feels really nice. It looks really nice. Even that second that gun at the front with the 2 barrels is just a pretend gun. That was why. Well, it's like, hold on, it's not listed. Silly bear. So yes, if only that was working. That's just a bit of a con from Russia. So fake it till you make it, I think. The same as the guns at the back. They're not moving either. So all those 3 turrets, basically it's a Svetlana with turrets to make it look. And now I hear I remember the rumours that the Russian ships were so top heavy that they would you put them in the sea and they get hit by a wave and they'd probably fall over. They probably founder. So that was something that I'd heard from my grandfather, which is a bit of a but at least they're on our side and the Germans don't really have ships. So So I suppose something, even if it was top heavy with pretend guns, was better than no ship at all. So I suppose so. Sorry, that's just tickled me. Okay. Alright, where are we going? So there's no plane, apart from spotter planes. Oh dear. So yes, the torpedoes you can't get to work. Nothing's going to close enough, and anything that's closed that close, you can kill. You can just take to pieces even without those guns. And if they're able to then be within that range, and you haven't killed them, then you can use the torpedoes. So basically, anything stealthy enough that can get there. But with you saw the guns, you see the gunfight, you see how quickly they find. If someone's trying to circle to the other side, you've got those secondaries which are taking them to pieces. 17 kilometers. So let's get to 13.2 or 13.3, so that we're at the optimum range, and that's the reason for the accuracy, because they're trying to get now along with that, which is where they want you to have the sweet spot, that 13.2 to 13.4 kilometer sweet spot where you don't get seen and you can actually fire at the enemy. You haven't got a plane to be able to use it, and I should have put the acoustics on, which I haven't done, but that would work really well as well. A circle around, come in and help this battleship, because their main force, it looks like they're coming this way. So circle around, assist the battleship, circle around in front of him. I would have gone in front, but there's this blinking island in the way. So otherwise I'd be heading towards here we go. Yeah. 14 kilometers. So heading towards the 13.4. Okay, we've been detected already. He was moving very fast. We're trying to get the... is it moving very, very fast? Trying to get the right range. Blinking heck, he's moving fast. Let's try and take some heat from this battleship. I'm going to put myself into harm's way. Because they're going to be focusing on him. That's it. Let's get in. The speed, 27. It can get you there. Let's get the range first. Look at these shots. Finally got a shot. And he's on fire. 6% chance of fire. Well, no wonder it's so low. You start hitting with this thing, you will be having lots of shots, lots of fires. You saw that 6%, it seems like it's a lot better than 6%. Oh yeah. Let's hunt the next one. Yep, the modifications, the accuracy, it does need that accuracy mod. And the sonar thing to be able to detect. So we've got a Congo. Oh. What's detected this, I presume? Let's have a look. We can't quite catch the... So this should be able to hunt for destroyers. The firepower, so let's push in and try and spot any destroyers that are there. Don't get too close to the island. Try some sneaky shots. Probably won't be able to do it. Let's help the team wreck them. Look at this firepower. It is very, very nice. Oh yes. Oh, yes, and another fire. Oh, yes, indeedy. Now, do we want to get in close? Well, we do. I don't really want to get in close, but I'd like to be able to test out these torpedoes. So normally I would be heading totally the opposite direction, being sensible, but by
Enemy battleship sunk.
wow. The combination of the firepower and with this accuracy buff. Oh yeah, have some. Yeah, you run. You try. Oh yeah, you run. It certainly doesn't need the accuracy buff. Let's head straight towards him. He's trying to run away. Check the ranges. Let's do a nice spread, as if like a torpedo spread. Oh yes. That's it. You try and run away. Yeah, yeah.
The enemy is about to win.
Pity. The rest of our team they're not doing it. We're helping the hunt down, but then looks like so is the rest of our team. The Furtaka is able to get away. We can't. He's very, very nimble. So against more nimble ships. So we'll play his game. Oh, that's it. Yeah, use. So we lost a gun.
Main turret critically damaged. Main turret critically damaged. The ship is on fire. Problem solved, sir. Main turret critically damaged. Ship is on fire. Main turret critically damaged.
It's very. What a battle! Yeah, you do need the fire control and a tier 5. When you're top tier, it's really, really good. When you're not top tier, then it doesn't seem to quite have it. There's something about it. The speed and the mobility isn't quite there. It's a Svetlana which is a little bit better, but it's not at this tier. You're not able to quite do. They've tried to shoe her on a Svetlana to be a tier 5, and it's not. It's not designed. A tier 4, it's good. A tier 5, it's sunk. Quite literally. 40 shots on, So we'll have a look at the post-game stats. Let's do a quick look at how things are of the ship. So how do I feel? So when you're top tier, this is overpowered. It's brilliant, really, really good. So I'd say it's sort of, sadly, average. But then you've got the history. Let's look at the history. We have a look at the history of the ship and done some amazing things. That was laid down in the Civil War, but then World War II was when she made her mark and did some amazing things, landing men and being from the 32nd Guards Division and helping with the transportation from Batum. So very, very good history, and to have lived through that it was able to help do what Russia needed to help with their part of the war. As a tier 5, it's not so good. It's really an up-powered tier 4, and you'll be getting into the higher tier games where you need to have the top of the range equipment just to try and survive. It's not really a tier 5. So sadly, I would say go for the standard one if you're going to go for it. Build up, and it's not really good enough. The Svetlana at tier 4. Let's have a look at it without those pretend guns. So let's have a look at the maneuverability. It's just tickled me. Oh dear. So 29 knots. Well, all the details on it. That's just I'm just losing it. So we'll have a look at the main guns. They're identical. The ones that work are identical, and the ship itself is. I'm just after that battle. We're looking. Look, this is essentially what you've got in the other ship, without the pretend guns. One here, and one at the rear. Two at the rear, which don't actually work, which overbalance the ship and stop it being manoeuvrable. And in normal seas, it would flounder. So this is what you've got. In reality, at tier 5, this tier, and it's just not good enough. I'm really a little bit underwhelmed. I'm quite saddened. 2 games, no wins. You can't make the difference. But back to the historical side, what this did in the war has got to be commended and needs to be there. And I would say, to honour the guys that died, what was done, the heroics, that's the reason to get the Krasny Krym. The ship itself is pretending to be something it isn't. It's smoke and mirrors. It was to make Russia appear big and try to pretend to have caught up with Germany, where it hadn't really. And sadly, it's just a smokescreen, smokestack, and a whole load of guns, which is basically a dressed up Svetlana at a tier above where it just can't quite handle it. Okay, sadly we had a system crash. Just getting back in, so we'll have a look and see what's there. We would have probably lost the information on how well we did, but the game seemed to be going quite well. So it was, well, we lost, but the ship itself was doing quite well with those kills. The accuracy buff seemed to help. So the 2 packages, the second package with the accuracy buff and the extra equipment is the better of the 2 to work within that 13.2 to 13.4 km range. So is the package itself overall worth it? So let's get back in, have a look at the ship, and decide whether it's one that you want to keep. So let's have a look. XP 1955 after 2 games. So it's okay for two lost games, averaging around about 1,000 per game, which is very, very nice. So two lost games. So it's an above average performer. But is it a good ship? Well, with the pretend turrets at the front and those two at the back, making it look good, top heavy ship, and but I suppose in the Second World War you've got to think about it that it was a psychological effect for the men, that it was supposedly upgunned. The soldiers didn't know that they didn't work, and it was to get into the mindset of the Russian troops, to help them to keep fighting better, because if they saw this old ship of the Svetlana and with not enough guns to face the Germans, there weren't many German ships, so it was a bit of a psych effect to help the troops feel better. So even though it was top heavy, it did its job and it fought its way through and earned the star, the Guard Star. So let's actually have a look. That's the deals. Are they actually worth it? I would have got this anyway, but as a fighting ship, it's not the greatest. The first package is the package to go for. We'll have a look at the special packages and see. So the one to go for is the ultimate. Is 2511. Yes, it's a package. You can't buy the ship, which would be nice. So this is the package to go for. You can buy the signals, all the rest of it, to get the ship. The one to go for is the Krasny Krym. It's okay if you're in a top tier game. You can't guarantee winning. It's not overpowered, but it's a testament to the human spirit. If you're a collector, yes, get it, but get this package. The other one is just not worth it. The ship itself it's a Svetlana with boson and pretend guns. So for the whole package, if you think about it, is it a good ship? No, it's sadly a thumbs down. Even though in that first game I felt fantastic in it, it's a good ship when you're top tier, and well, any ship's a good ship if it's in top tier. So as a ship, as a purchase, it's not worth it. But if you're doing it as a testament to the human spirit and for your collection, then yes, go for this package. So I'm the Gaming Bear, signing out, and see you on the next one.